rest of me is down. You enchant me, even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm latching on them, now I know what I have found.
Go ahead and do the call to close. And can I kind of give you some objections throughout and how you handle those?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So I'm a 1-month-old CRM internet lead.
Perfect. Hi, Michaela.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Erika. I'm giving you a call from the Benefit Center for the state of Florida. I'm just giving you a call in regards to a request that you sent in for some information about our state life insurance programs. You listed your date of birth as 10/10/1985. Is that correct?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about though.
Hey, it's okay. If you're anything like me, I forget what I had for breakfast. You filled out a request online for some life insurance. And that's your date of birth, I assume?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, we have your address as 100 Main Street, your height, your weight. So I'm just calling about this request just to get this taken care of. Now we're doing everything over the phone just because of the pandemic. Go ahead and grab a pen and paper real quick so we can get this out of the way. It should only take about 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm driving.
Okay, well, why don't you go ahead? I don't want you to get in a wreck. Why don't you go ahead and pull over real quick? I can just hang on the phone for a second.
All right. I'm pulled over.
Okay, perfect. So I'm not sure if you can find a pen and paper in your car. I can always give it to you later. Do you have something to write with real quick?
Yeah, I do.
Perfect. Okay, so I want you to write down my name. It's Erika Walker.
Okay.
And my state producer number is 12345. Okay. So with this number, you can go to the Department of Insurance website, plug it in. Okay. You can see who I am just so that you know who I am. They do require us to give that to you. Okay.
Okay.
So now, do you have a good email that I can use to send some over? I have an email listed on file. Do you have access to pull that up on your phone?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So now, have you been trying to get approved for life insurance, or am I the first person that you've been able to talk to?
Yeah, I've been shopping around. I'm trying to find the best cost.
Okay. Well, hey, good news is this process is going to be super simple for you then. I'm a broker with the state. Okay. So my job is a little different than the sales reps. Okay. I'm on the medical side of things. So my job is just to pull up all the options for you and see what we can get you with the best rate. Okay.
Okay.
Now, obviously, life insurance is not something that you can just buy. You do have to qualify for it. Okay. So what I'm just going to do is ask you just a few medical questions. Okay. And then we'll go over some options. All right.
Okay.
Now, have you ever been denied for life insurance before?
No.
Okay. Perfect. And you currently don't have any, right?
Well, I have some through work.
Okay, well, that doesn't really count because that's going to go away when you leave. So we'll make sure to get you some permanent coverage setups. Okay. Let's see. So now just answer yes or no. Any heart attacks, cancers, strokes?
No.
No. Any high blood pressure, COPD, kidney, liver disease?
No.
No anxiety, depression, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Are you taking medications for anything at all?
Yeah, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I take insulin.
Okay, perfect. Now, based off your medical questions, not sure, if we can get you approved. Okay, but we do work with a lot of companies, so hopefully we'll be able to find one that will approve you. But if we can't get you approved, are you at least putting any money aside in savings in case of any emergencies at all?
I try my best.
Okay.
Probably like $100.
Okay. Hey, something's better than nothing. Okay. So people typically fill out this request for one of the three things. They just want to cover their funeral and final expenses. 2, they want to cover like mortgage or larger bills. Okay. Or 3, they want for like income replacement or leaving a legacy, leaving money behind. What was your main concern?
I wanted just funeral expenses, and then I have some grandkids I want to leave some money to.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So let me ask you this. If you passed away yesterday, what would today look like? Who would be taking care of your arrangements?
I guess my son.
Your son, how old is he?
He's 19.
Oh wow, so he's a youngster. So he's definitely not in the financial position to be able to fork out $20,000-$30,000 for your burial, right?
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I'm glad, we're going to get this taken care of so that, on the worst day of your son's life, he doesn't have to worry about how things are going to be taken care of. Okay. Or reach out to friends or family to, borrow money. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to go ahead and write down a few things. Okay. So I want you to put down 30,000. Then I want you to write down 20,000. And then I want you to write down 10,000. Okay. So now this is the amount when I plugged in your age, based off your age and health. These are some of the different options that you can choose from that go to your family. Okay.
Okay.
So this policy, it's called a whole life policy. Okay. Now, luckily you're still in the age range where you're able to qualify for this. Now, Michaela, this is a really big deal because it's one of the most popular types of coverage. Okay. Because it lasts your entire life. Okay. So you'll never have to worry about dealing with life insurance again. Okay.
Okay.
So, next to the 30,000, I want you to write down $300. Okay. So that's the monthly price for this program. Okay.
All right.
It's a top plan that you can qualify based off your age and health. Okay. Now this plan is for people that are pretty smart with their money. Okay. Really good position financially. Okay. Maybe like you're already putting some money away into savings. Okay. And it's actually building a cash value. Okay. So say, 5-10 years down the road, things get tight. You can pull money from that policy. Okay. The price never goes up and you're locked in. Okay. So this is going to cover all of your burial, your final expenses, and leave some money behind. Okay. Now, the next option is the 20,000. Okay. This is probably one of the more popular programs that people typically go with. This one's $200 a month. Okay. Now, this is pretty much just like the bare minimum, making sure that your funeral and your final expenses are covered. Okay. It's for people that are maybe on, a little bit more of a tighter budget. Okay. Now the last option is the 10,000. Okay. This is kind of like the starter program. Okay. This is for $100 a month. Okay. So this is for people that are more on like a tighter budget on unemployment or a super fixed income. Okay. But no matter what, this is set up for people that no matter what their situation is, that they'll be able to, that when something happens to you, that your funeral's taken care of, at least some of it is, so that you're not being irresponsible and putting that on somebody else to take care of. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Michaela, like I said, unfortunately, I don't make the final decisions. The insurance company does. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can qualify for not. We still have to submit your application. Okay. But if you do end up qualifying, do you prefer to leave your family with the 30,000 or the 20,000?
Well, I still haven't done all my shopping. I wanted to get more quotes from other people.
I totally understand. So that's a nice thing. When I put your information into our system, it gives me all the companies of the price ranges. So that's pretty much the best that we came up with. So I've already done the shopping for you. We're kind of like the Expedia of insurance. Okay. So, and we can't commit really to anything today. We just have to see if you can qualify. Cause like I said, you just can't buy life insurance. So that's up to the company. Okay. So which one, if you can even qualify, do you want to leave your family with, the 30 or the 20,000?
20.
The 20,000? Okay, yeah. Perfect. Okay. So I'll go ahead and just finish filling this out. And then I just fill out the application.
Well, I don't want to give out my social.
Okay. So we don't do any blood work or any in-home exams. Okay. So how they base their decision is just off of your medical background. Okay. So what's your social?
345.
Okay.
What about banking info? What if they don't want to give banking info?
Okay. So I asked them, Michaela, who do you bank with?
Bank of America.
Okay, perfect. So when I pull up Bank of America in our system, it shows that the routing number is 12345. Can you just verify that for me?
Yeah, let me look. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, perfect. And then what's your account number?
Oh, I don't want to give that. I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, so you must have misunderstood. You know, Michaela, on the bottom of your check that you like when you write a check to like the Girl Scout cookies when your son, when they come to your door, right? That has your routing and account number on it. Okay. So that's meant to be passed around. Okay. What you don't want to pass around is your debit card. You don't want to give that to anybody else. Okay. Because then they can go on a shopping spree. Okay. So what's your account number?
I love that. That's legit.
When you say it that way,
yeah.
Have you ever written like, you know, a check to like your neighbor or the Girl Scout cookies? They're like, well, yeah, your account number and routing number is right on there, you know? And so saying that's meant to be passed around, they're like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is true. That's what checks are for. You write a check to a person and give it to someone.
Yep, exactly.
That's legit.
Those are the biggest two objections that I get. And even if I'm writing like an Aetna policy or any policy before I ask for the social, I always say like, okay, you know, or before I ask for the banking, I say you're pre-approved.
Okay.
Right? Because people aren't going to want to give you their banking if they'll be like, well, I don't even know if I'm approved yet. Right. But if I say, hey, Michaela, so you're actually, congratulations. Looks like you're pre-approved. You just have to finish submitting the application to see the final decision. So what's that banking so we can get this in place if you are approved. Right. And I don't like beat around the bush. You know, some people are like, well, yeah, for banking, you know, just to verify you've never done any insurance fraud. No, they're going to take the money out of your account.
Right.
You know, so I'm just like, no, they're going to, if you're approved, this is the account that they're going to draft your policy once a month. So you don't have to worry about it. So just being like straight up with people, you know, and then for the social, I just say, all right, so, you know, they don't run any in-home exams or any blood work. Well, how they decide if they're going to cover you is just based off of your medical background that's attached to your social. You know, what's your social? You know, and then
I know, I love how every objection I gave you, it was like you acknowledged it and then you just ask it again. Like you were just like, I'm like, what's your I'm like, I don't want to give my social. You're like, oh, well, they don't do it even though, because what's your social?
Yeah. I always like follow up with, okay, what's your account number? What's your social?
Yeah, you know? Just ask it again. That's awesome. Thank you for that.